Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Conrad Level Up. Today we're here again in the random world placement mod AI only battle. So last time we ended right actually before the French Commune made peace with Finland, actually fully annexed them. Right as I ended the recording, they ended the war. So we see the French Commune fully annexed Finland. Also, guys, thank you so much for the support on the last episode. You guys actually loved it, so here I am again. We're going to continue this game. We have a lot of very powerful socialist and communist people's countries. Like just right here, look at this. We got Union of Britain, Iraqi People's State, Brazilian Socialist Republic, Colombian Socialist Republic, French Commune, Italian Union. It's crazy. There's a lot of communist stuff here. So we're probably Austrian Socialist Republic, also Socialist Republic of Zhejiang, I'm not sure how to say that stuff. Latvian People's Republic, it's insane. So we're seeing a lot of crazy shit right here. But yeah, guys, welcome back. If you remember last time, there was a few wars. What wars are being justified right now, and which one are going on? So we have the American Civil War, which was America is actually a colony of Colombian Socialist Republic, which is here. The part of America that broke off was actually Washington State, so it's controlled by the feminists now. There was a feminist revolution there. There is an Iraqi-Italian war going on between two, communist nations here, the Iraqi People's State and the Italian Union. Actually, the Italian Union is communist. I thought it was fascist for a second. So that war is happening here. The Italians control Bulgaria, but it looks like the Iraqis are actually invading Bulgaria right now. We have the Mexican-Japanese war, where the Mexicans are trying to invade Japan, and they're actually being successful. The border was right here, and they're pushing in. Also, the Estonians want to take over Paraguay, so and Paraguay is a Japanese colony, so they might take on way too much for the Japanese to be able to handle, and the Japanese are probably going to fall at some point. And also, we have the Danny DeVito Saudi Arabian war down here in Australia, but for some reason the Danny DeVito Empire does not have a name, so it's just a big blank thing, and the wars just don't say anything. So that's what's going on with Danny DeVito, but he's taking over Saudi Arabia, or what was at one time, parts of Australia. So we're seeing that happen here, and I think this is probably going to be a pretty big war here. The Italian Union versus the Iraqi People's State. Whoever wins this is going to be very influential. Kingdom of Hungary and Argentina are actually both colonies of Iraq. Didn't realize that. Italy is actually at war with all three of those countries. We could check their unit counts. Actually, that'd probably be a good idea. So Iraq's up there at 84. The Italians, on the other hand, are 45. So the Iraqis actually outnumber them by about twice, 2-1. But it looks like the Italians are kind of winning here, which is cool. I mean, the Iraqis outnumber the Italians 2-1, but the Italians seem to be holding and resisting this invasion. Also, we checked factions last time. Let's check it again. I don't think there's any new things, but yeah, it just appears to be the same one faction. So the only faction that has risen, actually, unless this is something. No, yeah, the European Syndicate consists of mostly two powers. The Austrians actually hold some Southeast Asian land, so that's that stuff down there. Looks like the Japanese just made peace and were fully annexed by the Mexican Socialist Republic. So Mexico is now huge and controls maybe a little less than half of the entire North American continent. But yeah, guys, once again, I want to thank you all for the support on the series. I know you guys really like the 100 World Tension. That's still not done yet, actually. I know it's getting a little stale, so that's why I'm actually trying to change things up here, and try to change things up, add some new stuff. So that's why this AI battle is happening. A lot of people recommended this, and I learned about it actually on a stream I was playing with Infinitum Gamer. That was a super fun game, and I think we're gonna we could either continue that next stream, or I think we were thinking about maybe dueling each other and having a battle. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Paraguay was puppeted. Okay. Where is that again? Paraguay. Where was this war happening? Oh, Paraguay was puppeted. Treaty of Minnesota. Paraguay? Treaty of Minnesota. I can't remember what war this was. Paraguay was puppeted by the Mexicans. Okay, I see it. I remember where Paraguay is. Paraguay was a colony of Japan, so they must have still been at war. And Paraguay just broke free after the Japanese fell, but now they are recolonized instead of annexed into the Mexican Socialist Republic. So that's where that was. Italy still has about like half the troops that Iraq has, but they're still holding. It's looking like it's getting harder for them, and a lot of their troops have pulled off the front for some reason. Now they're actually being repulsed, but they were up all the way up here at one point. It will be interesting to see who wins this war. I think the Iraqis still have an advantage, and will probably upset the balance of power over here if the Italians lose. Danny DeVito is still invading Saudi Arabia, but he's not doing the best a job at it. Looks like he might be losing now, actually. Saudi Arabia has a lot of troops all over the place, and Danny DeVito is kind of just stacking them all on one tile. Okay, something interesting over here in America I just noticed. Bulgaria is actually justifying war goals against Mexico. So Bulgaria, another very, very large American country with a big army, is justifying 59 divisions versus Mexico's. Okay, shit. The Austrian Socialist Republic just declared war on the Union of Britain. That's big. 70. So they're actually pretty evenly matched, but I think the Mexicans have to spread out their forces a little bit more. I assume most of this stuff will probably be captured, and the front will be pushed into a very smaller area, probably over here, and then it'll probably stalemate. That's just my guess, unless the Bulgarians are smart enough to, try to connect their two fronts here and surround enough Mexican divisions to crush their forces enough to where they can swiftly push up without too much resistance. But let's go check out this war that's happening over here. We have the Austrians versus the Union of Britain. Austria controls these sort of the Scandinavian area and kind of northern Russia, and the Union of Britain controls kind of a lot of the core parts of Russia. Wow, there's a lot of army here. Let's check this out. So they have 178 divisions. That's insane. I think they're gonna lose this. Oh wait, Austria only has 85. Yeah, they picked a big fight. No, they picked a bad enemy to try to fight. So the Austrians are invading the Soviet or the British. So they did not make a wise decision. The Malay People's Republic. Okay, they took one state. Canada was annexed. I think that was right here. Yeah. So they just annexed Northern Ireland. They're trying to be a little power too. They've got this area is split in 3 now. Iran is very strong though. For some reason they. Oh shit! Did they get rid of a bunch of their forces? Iran got rid of like a ton of their forces. It looks like. And India no longer has very much power. So remember though, the French Commune are in the same faction as Austria. So I'm not sure if the Union of Britain kills Austria, they might have to actually also kill France too, which is going to be very hard. So we can check here. French Commune is actually the only major nation, so it doesn't even matter if Austria capitulates or not. If France capitulates, then the war's over. But so I think France is probably should be sending troops over to Austria, possibly. There's a lot of Austrians here. I don't see any French actually. Whoever does win this war here in America, though, is going to be a very happy country because Bulgaria and Mexico both control huge portions of America, and whichever one comes out on top is probably going to be the main power in this whole area, maybe even in South America. Who knows? They're going to have so many factories, it's going to be insane. Mexico actually outperforms Bulgaria quite a lot in factories. They have 42 military factories, while Bulgaria only has 13. So we might see Mexico pretty much just crush Bulgaria, even though they have similar divisions. Mexico has 88, so Bulgaria has 61. So they have more than Bulgaria, and they have way more factories. So I'm probably going to give the advantage to Mexico, but Mexico's borders are weird, and they might not be able to deal with that very well. The one pretty strong fascist power it's got to be Poland. It's huge over here. Yeah, look how huge this is. 189 divisions. Poland is giant. Is it justifying on anyone? It doesn't seem to be, but Sweden is a puppet of it. And it's fascist. So if there was a fascist, faction, it would seem that Phalanges Poland might be the leader of it and might sort of rise and bring this anti-communist sort of revolution, I guess, if they were to bring one, because there's so many communist countries that there kind of needs to be a fascist power somewhere in there. So the Austrians are totally losing here to the Union of Britain. Union of Britain is kicking Austria's butt quite hard, actually. And they're going to be approaching Scandinavia fairly soon. They're almost at St. Petersburg, actually. Alright, boys. Bulgaria versus Mexico. Let's see who will reign supreme. Looks like the Mexicans are actually instantly pushing Bulgaria back. So shit. Fucking the Windows button. Jeez. So yep, we see Mexican troops just streaming across Bulgaria right now. The only way for Bulgaria to really win that was to sort of connect their two fronts and try to crush these guys in an encirclement, but it's not really going to work like that anymore. It looks like the Mexicans are just running freely across Bulgaria right now. Where is the Bulgarian capital, actually? Oh, it looks like also that Free Democratic People's Republic of Manchukuo is a puppet of them. Yeah, it is. So that's being invaded as well from Paraguay. But where is the Bulgarian capital? It might have been captured already. I think it was. Yeah, it looks like the capital, Arizona, right here, has been captured by the Mexicans. So Bulgaria is not going to last very long. It's already 59%, and it'll capitulate when it only has 45. So it's 75%, 76% towards capitulation. Very close. Mexico and Paraguay, not even at all. It does look like Manchukuo, too, is 27%. Its little puppet. So Mexico is recapturing Mexico. Nice. Bulgaria doesn't really belong in Mexico. I think Mexico belongs in Mexico. Shit. But yeah, Mexico, a world power to reckon with. 98 divisions. Still not nearly as close as a lot of these other countries in division counts. Actually, let's check Albania. I wonder what Albania's. Oh shit, do they have none? Oh wait, no. Okay, I was just too zoomed out. They've got quite a few actually. They've got 87. That's pretty good. I wonder if them and Norway will ever have a war. Big African war. Whoever wins that war will own the majority of the African continent. So whoever wins that will be very strong. All right, so the Manchukuo and Bulgaria were both puppeted by Mexico. So Mexico is really strong now, and they control large parts of the continent. They would have been a little bit stronger if they had actually just annexed Bulgaria, but they have not. So they are now, and they have their capitals up here now, British Columbia. Okay, so it was in Arizona, but now it's British Columbia. I don't know why they shuffles around like that. So that war is over now. America is now at peace. But this war is still raging on over here. Union of Britain versus Austria. Actually, Union of Britain also versus French Commune. This war is not going to be over even if the Union of Britain takes over all of Austria, because they need to actually capitulate France in order to win the war. So Union of Britain and France probably not going anywhere for a while. I don't think. What are their counts like again? Okay, 189 divisions. So yeah, Britain very strong. France only at 102. If France did like a nice naval invasion through Crimea, I'm sure they could really do a lot of damage to Union of Britain, but I don't know if they could defeat them. What's Austria like again with divisions? 83. So together, France and Austria are kind of matching Britain, but France isn't even helping in the war at all. So there's no way that's going to change. Also, the Italian Union and Iraq are still at war, and now the Italian Union's starting to lose a little bit. They actually, well, they only had Bulgaria at first, so they're controlling this area. But I think they were doing better at one point. We can actually check here. What are they doing? They're just, okay, they're hanging out here. They've stopped attacking. They were probably doing a lot of attacks and just losing people. I'm sure there's a lot of casualties in that war, actually. Let's check that out. Oh my god, yeah, look, Iraqi people state 1.23 million deaths. And almost a million deaths on the Italian side, too. Argentina, 136,000. So, a ton of deaths on the Iraqi side. I'm sure, is their manpower affected by that? They still have 1.48 million. So I think maybe what Italy could do is just hold defensive positions and not assault or anything, but just hold defensive spots and actually just run Iraq out of manpower. That might be a way they could win. But yeah, guys, sorry for the short episode. I'm actually gonna have to end this one here. I'm doing some other things, but thank you guys for watching so much. If you guys like this, make sure to leave a like and a favorite and subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys all next time when the feminists start taking over the world. No, actually, what are the divisions like? Holy shit! Wow, they actually got quite a few divisions. Are they justifying anything else? They have war goals on free states of America, and they're at war. So they're never gonna win that war. That war is gonna go on forever. But they could start invading other things. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny if they were doing that. For you guys, thank you again one more time. If you like this, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace.